KeLocal Lockdown Tuesdays.
That's right. And I am yours truly, DJ Kello, the Energy. And right now, I'm going to bring my first guest for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, you might know him as Jesus. Some may know him as Jesus from the hit play Jesus Christ Superstar. Some may know him as that dude in bell bottoms running around and lying down on stage.
Still wearing bell bottoms right now, actually.
Right. And striped too.
Yeah.
Some may know him from the band Fever Dog. Some may know him from the band Rango Tango, as you just heard. Some may know him from the early days of Vox Deus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back when I was actually in that band as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I know him as Devin Harrypaul. Welcome inside, Devin.
Thank you for having me. How you going? Hi, everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, just making sure that was good. You good? Just say hi.
Yeah, things are okay.
Nice.
Doing the whole being inside thing for 3 months, going a little bit crazy, but getting by.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. I mean, we have to deal with that at the end of the day. Social distancing, we have to make sure
very
the country
important.
opens up, everybody is good.
Yes, it's very, very important, and I'm glad to see that most people, not all people, but most people are adhering to social distancing and regulations and stuff. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I try my best.
We're not doing it right now, but what you probably don't know is that Kello and I have been right next to each other for 3 weeks. I've been his shadow all this time.
Serious?
Yes, you may not know this.
I did not know that actually. Where you going with this phone? Lord, cat.
We have a tiny human invasion.
Yes.
You should set some tiny human traps.
Right, so those are my daughters. I mean, I think you all know by now.
Hi.
Right. So let me. Right. So I just formally introduced the man himself, Devin. As you know, Devin, tell them about the bands that you. I mean, that might be a whole conversation.
Oh my, that's all the time we have. I can't. I'm actually involved in this GSD mixtape that's coming out hopefully at the end of July, and they sent me a list, and that list had like a whole bunch of people that we are supposed to work with that we haven't worked with before. Unfortunately, I worked with like 80% of them, so I couldn't take much people from the list or anybody at all actually. So the point of that is that I've been around the block. As a matter of fact, that Skid Novelli song that Kellon just got, by the way.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Nah.
That song was released like 16 years ago, and that's when Fever Dog was also kind of at the height of being in music, I suppose. I don't know what you would call that. Fame?
Yeah, you're all famous.
Sure. And yeah, so that was kind of the height of it. That wasn't like the years before that I was in it. So like it's been like 21 years or so, and every year has been something, So I've been working with a lot of people for a long time. So as Kellen would attest to, he was in Vox Deus with me and Matthew Coelho. You might know him as the frontman of Mindscape Laboratory, and Nico from trying to give everybody a hot sack with his sandwiches. So, by the way, that should be a Lola's plug. You all should sponsor Lola's. Come on, guys.
Yes.
Come on. Plug in some money. Anyway, yeah. So we had a grand old time back in Zion days.
Actually, Lola's don't have to sponsor it. I mean, they could just
they could just send food.
Hook a brother up, man. Let's hook a brother up.
Send some food.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a guest, just send some food with them.
I love that. Yeah, I love that idea.
That's a good plan.
Unfortunately, she's not here tonight. But,
but beyond that, Nico.
Yeah.
Or somebody pass a message along. That would be nice. Great. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah. I forget where I was.
Vox.
Yeah. So yeah.
Actually, it was Zion.
Zion.
Yeah, that's
Zion that's a legend by itself. Zion was. Anybody who has ever jammed in Zion could tell you Zion was I don't know how many curse words I could say on the show. It was the shiz. It was the place. It was the thing to do. It was the place to be. And so many bands came out. BRC.
Remember, we're not on local radio. We're not on.
Oh, yeah.
That's all we want.
It was the shit, yo! The mother. Okay,
Yeah.
let's not go too far.
Yeah.
But yeah, bands like BRC came out of there, and let's see.
Devin Plant.
Devin Plant. It's the hair, right? Hogwarts
yeah.
represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, BRC, Kobolais jammed there a couple of times. Fever Dog came out of there. Vox Deus came out of there. A few other bands like Riaz Masoom, he had a band coming out of there. A bunch of people used to jam there, and it was a grand old time. And it was haunted, which is a whole other story by itself. Ask anyone.
What we should do? Go looking for what again? What?
For Bob?
Bob, yes, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. He was the spirit that haunted the house. He used to live there, you know. He died.
I still don't understand the whole story, but I just kind of go with it.
Yeah, that's a whole story for another time. Or, you know, we could have a segment on it. Oh, that's a good idea. We get all the old Zion
The story time is coming up, and we're gonna have that. We're gonna have that show. Yeah, that's gonna be a show by itself too.
Oh yeah, I'm in that. Just let me know when. Yeah. So lots of bands came out of there, and that was a long time ago. So Kellen and Nico and Matthew and I, we had a grand old time. We wrote a lot of Vox Deus stuff there, stuff that they played right up until the end, I suppose. Things like Master of Time, which
People Run is definitely a big one.
What was the other one? There were like a bunch of songs. Heaven Set Space.
Heaven Set Space. Eyes forward.
Of course, all these songs sounded completely different because, yeah, it was us. And I'm not known for my metal, to say the least.
Really? Really?
Oh, come on. What have I done that's metal?
Everything.
I played bass for Goodnight Parliament. That's kind of metal, sort of.
All right, I'll take.
Oh, and Hail the Hatter. I was in Hail the Hatter. It was me, Daxa, Nikolai, and
That I did not know.
yeah, Jonathan Booz. We started that band. It was.
Oh, so
2 years
you
ago.
were the reason that they had to get like the next best bassist they could find in Trinidad, right? Okay, that makes sense because I'm like, I know these guys, and then it's like, but I also know Aaron.
Right, yeah.
Right, I know Aaron.
Who is also
I know
a
Aaron
band hall like myself.
Yeah, but I know Aaron as more laid back, jazzy, technical guy.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, now it makes sense now.
Yeah, it was. Oh my. Oh, we have an audience. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was me, Booz, Dax, and Nikolai, who was in Vox Deus as well. Post Kellen, and it was
Yeah.
we wrote a lot of the songs that was on Hail the Hatter's first album. We all wrote together. It was like 1 or 2 songs I didn't write on that. I didn't help write. Booz is the lyric writer. It was me and Dax behind the music, and Nikolai destroyed us all with his drums. I'm still recovering. I had an air drum replacement or something.
Nikolai. Remember he and Obasi real close, so
Yeah.
they all train together and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of expected. He's actually here tonight. What's up, Nikolai?
Hi Nikolai, how you doing?
He was actually down here for Kai's birthday yesterday. So I was like he godfather. So.
Oh, all right, yeah. Makes
Right.
sense.
So guys, that's Devin with where we reach. So Eliata, Vox Deus, where we reach.
Oh well, we didn't do Fever Dog. Well, Fever Dog was back way
Right.
back in 2003 and 4 and 5 somewhere
Yeah.
there. There was Rango Tango. That was me, Sham, Aaron, who is in Mindscape now. I think is he still in Mindscape?
Aaron.
I don't know if he still is.
I don't know. I think so.
I haven't seen them live in quite a while. And Ryan, his brother.
Well, we'll find out later. Just saying. We'll find out later.
Oh my.
You might ask a question.
Yeah, so that was the group. Y'all just heard Rain. That was like the one song we recorded. Well, no, we had Psychedelic Circus that we recorded in the store when Sham was testing out
Wow, in Shogunas, in
Grand Bazaar, yeah.
Wow.
He was trying to demonstrate.
If anybody ever went to Grand Bazaar and did not stop, if you're a musician and you went to Grand Bazaar and you did not stop in that store, something is wrong with you.
It's signature bags now, but it was Castor and I who was saying, it was Castor and I can't remember. We were saying we should just walk into the store and plug one bag into another bag and sit down and strum on the bag. And then have everybody watch us like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, well, this is what I always did here. So
that's a plan. Seeing Jason Borden says, oh right, this is from the last thing you were saying that you did. What have I done metal? And it says the man who has sung Sanctuary's Battle.
Oh, I forget that.
Live, yeah, nothing metal. Yeah.
Not only live, but we had to play for this one of them tribute band nonsense things. We got roped into that, and it went from play as a local band to play a Michael Jackson song to tribute Michael Jackson just dying. That's tell you how long that was. That was 2009, and then that turned into, hey, why don't you make the whole set Michael Jackson and be the Michael Jackson tribute? Now, anyone who has ever seen me dance will ask, why the hell is Devin Harrypaul going to tribute Michael Jackson?
I can't see it myself. Voice maybe.
Not even voice, because he had a very unique kind of style I can't nail. So we did this big long medley, and then at the end of it, we were like, as in protest almost, we said, okay, Battle Angels, and then we hit Battle Angels in the middle of this Michael Jackson tribute. And I see some of the metalheads, Danny and them, just like just start moshing and crowd surfing. It was crazy. And the bands
and he says he's not metal, right?
The stage management and 95.1, they hated us since then. Actually, they hated us before that, but like that didn't help.
And that's why there's now KeLocal Lockdown Tuesdays.
Damn straight.
So we can do what we want.
Yes.
Just it.
Yes, Kelo has done more for local rock and local music than anyone I've seen in quite a while. I mean, this show is exceptional. Thank you for doing this, Kellen. This is
very welcome.
Incredible. Really good stuff. And to be so consistent to this every goddamn day.
Not every day. Every Tuesday for this one, but
but still, this is what you do every day as well. So I mean, you have your workouts and all that stuff. Is just crazy to put this much time and effort.
It's tough, but hey, how they keep active?
Yeah,
may working.
Well, none of us could really work as musicians or performers right now.
Exactly.
Which is another thing I want to talk about later if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Yeah. All right, so yes, we will run tune just now. Right now we interviewing. All right. Right. So that's how much bands is that? I lost count.
Honestly, it's been like 20 something bands because I was never in one band at any one point in time. And it was always like one or two at the same time. Everything is Eventual, which is one of my favorite bands.
That's a comedy band, right?
That was a comedy band. It was me, Castellano, and John Nelson or John Ramsondar, depending on what you want to call him or what he calls himself that day, I suppose.
There are two songs from them particularly that a lot of people may or may have not heard or know, and I want to get that. If you have a recording of that, either a cat in the oven is not a cake.
A cat born in an oven is not a cake. I have a copy of that.
Oh, God,
it's actually on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Said it. I want it.
Yeah.
And Coolie.
My!
No offense.
No
offense. This is not a racial slur. This is actually a song that they did called Coolie. And it was from since Zion days.
Since before that, actually.
Since before that.
Because when
he was in school.
Yeah, when I just started to learn
and
to play
this is
guitar.
nothing. I didn't wear this jersey because he said, by the way, the only time Prez and Naps have a rivalry is around football time, and it's not football time. So this is school right now.
Yeah. Naps and Prez, I mean, that's ongoing, but it's not as serious as some people think.
Yeah.
Most of my best friends were from Prez because...
And vice versa.
Yeah, So we're just that close.
That song. Please, just because I know a lot of people may not have ever heard that song.
I don't know, man. I wrote that song when I just started playing guitar. This was like Form 3. So this is, I'm going to show my age here. This was about 1999.
Nivian knows about it.
Yeah, this is Nivian's favorite. So every time I see her in any kind of capacity where we could sit down for 5 minutes and I have a guitar, that request comes up every single time. So yeah, I don't know if I should ever play that song again.
Especially no?
Especially no. I would get...
I'm a little shaky to play that song.
Yeah.
We will get it, but everybody else be like, what's this? No, you can't play that.
Yeah, they'll definitely take down my statue. And by statue, I mean me.
Back then, everybody said basically what the hell you want, and it was funny. It was cool.
Yeah.
Now, everybody is all, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say a lot of stuff.
And to be fair, it was slurs against my own race, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that wasn't untrue, really. I mean, come on. Not that I ever had a cow named Lakshmi. You all who know this song know what we're talking about. So
yeah.
Let's stay in the recesses of history.
Let's move on. All right, so guys, Devin is here. Do you want to play? All right. I actually ran one we saw some people dog earlier on tonight. That's as a teaser to let people know who's coming, and I guess they figured it out. But I mean, I'm gonna give you all. Should we just bring in a new song one time?
Yeah, sure.
So guys, tell them about the new band that you're finding that you're with for hopefully more than 2 years.
Well, yeah, it's been about 2 years now. This group, it's called Red Wolf. Consisted of myself, Jerome Gidhari, and Zach Carpenter. We've been like playing together for a while now. We played not many shows because there weren't many shows that we could have really been a part of. But we did do a few shows from, thankfully, some people who really wanted us there. Thanks to Logan on that one from Skidna Envy. What's the name of that band again? Sidekick Envy. Yes, that's it.
Sidekick Envy. Yeah.
That's Skidna Envy. Yeah. So we wrote. I wrote this song actually a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a few years ago, and it kind of came to me while I was working on a ship. Actually, that's a whole other story. All my stories have so many stories. So.
That's great. Hey, this is entertainment. I love it.
Anyone who knows me knows that there's no story that could be told in 5 minutes that I wouldn't take 45 minutes to say. So, yeah. So it was the riff came to me and I just started playing it and I started writing it out. And before I knew it, I realized that the song was about what was weird about it. It was about a parent's love. It kind of started off as a relationship type thing, but then it wasn't quite. It was something different. It had nothing like sexual or lovey about it. It was more about care, and I realized it was about a father's love for his specifically daughter, and that was weird to me because I didn't have a kid. This was years before my daughter was born. I'm talking about like 3-4 years before she was born, so she wasn't even conceived. And it all makes sense to me now rather than then, which is weird. It's almost as if I went to the future, kind of saw a day of it, and then came back and wrote this song because it all just happened. So this song is about a father's love for his daughter. It's called "Look to the Sun."
All right, so this is the first time you guys are going to hear it. A world premiere. Let's go. This is Look to the Sun from the band Red Wolf.
Yesterday, when she comes back down
And that was the man himself, Devin Harrypaul, with the band Red Wolf.
Yes.
Yes, amazing, amazing, amazing song. What's up, Wazir? Welcome inside.
Thank you.
Anil wants to hear the rest of the project. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have some more. I'm gonna be playing for the next few weeks. I'm definitely gonna play one every single. I might play two a night. You never know.
We'll see.
Yeah, so definitely crazy good music. Yo, it's the quality of music that keeps coming, and I love it. Yes, Sasha, it is sick. Yes. All right, so back to Devin. So Devin, tell me more about this song. How it came? Well, I mean, you told what the song is about, but let me know how it came up. Where did you record? And some more information. And then eventually, anyway, well, go ahead. Let's get some more information about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were in studio. Well, we would normally practice in Blackbird Studios. That's Darren Lala's studios. Hi, Darren, if you're there. Hi. Yeah. So Zach, being an engineer and a very, very good one at that, he decided to take it upon himself. He said, we're going to do this album. We're going to record all these songs that we've been jamming for the last year. And I thought, yeah, it's a fantastic idea because I've never had an album before. None of us. Well, Jerome has been around the block a lot more than I have. Let's see. He's about 74 now. I don't know how old that is in total years, I suppose. Hi, Jerome. And
wow.
So he's had albums under his belt and stuff.
And not to mention, Jerome has been looking the same since like what? It was like 5?
I'm saying we get a curly hair wig and put it on him, and he will be 2004 Jerome all over again.
Yeah.
No one will know. No one will know.
Jerome has been looking the exact same since I think he was born just with one look, and that was it. And he just never changed.
I think he came out of the womb looking like that.
Yeah,
same
absolutely.
height and size and everything.
Yeah. Because he never changed. Jerome looks the exact same.
Never changed.
I have a picture. I have a picture from Mayfair. I'm pretty sure you saw that picture. With myself, Jerome, Jared, John. I think it's John. No, who was drumming again?
Was it Quan King?
No,
I can't remember.
I actually played.
I know it was you and Jerome. I saw
Devin.
that.
No, it's another Devin. Devin Jagannath. Yes,
right.
I played for his wedding. Right. So it was 4 of us, and I was singing Toxicity. Yeah. I was in Form 3. So yeah, I have a picture from some back then, and Jerome looks the same. The exact same.
The exact same.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
The fashion is slightly different, but yeah. So we decided to embark on this recording project, and it's been a while that it's been in hiatus, but we got it done not too long ago, and it was really excellently done. Honestly, I really love how everything sounded. And Zach has been working really hard on this for a long time, so there was no way it wasn't gonna sound good. There's just no way.
That's true. I mean,
Right,
Zach is a master by himself. My goodness, he actually did a few recordings and sent some. Some other bands sent some recordings that was done by him, and damn,
high quality
skills.
So yeah.
Anyway, so before you continue, right? Since you're going on that road with Zach, I'm gonna bring another new song that was somebody you've worked with before, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Shaunus, you worked with Shaunus before.
Yeah, a lot.
Right, because I know you all had if you all are familiar with the quarantine series where a whole like Devin and Shaunus and who else?
It was quarantine sessions.
Yes,
was me, Sean, Zach did a couple things as well, and the rest of Steampunk, which is my other band.
Another one. Yes, another one. So all you can watch me.
I hope you're keeping track.
Hold on, you all can't look at me now and say that I'm a band who. All right. Yes, I am. Maybe. by definition, but I mean, different times, different stages of life, different bands. Maybe. He's worse.
I'm as harsh as they come when it comes to bands.
So yes, steampunk, right?
So
steampunk,
steampunk was really a project that Sean and I, and Paul and other Sean. So it's two Pauls and two Seans. We should just call it Sean Cube, Paul Cube, Sean by Paul. I don't know. Anyway, so we really just started this just to have fun, because we all know each other from a long time, and just wanted to play some songs that we like and maybe play a couple gigs, cover band business now. But recently we've been getting the itch a little bit more, and Sean has a ton of original music, and I really like writing with Sean as well because he is the most competent guitarist I've ever worked with. I mean, this man is versatile, ridiculously talented, and just a workhorse when it comes right down to it. He just keeps going. So he started putting some ideas together. He wrote a song the other day that he just recorded and he just put out. He wants to do live with us in Steampunk and in quarantine sessions as well, just to kind of also include everybody as much as we could, in spite of poor audio equipment and some people's parts, because Sean is kind of trapped where he is, and he doesn't have access to a lot of good stuff, but he's still putting out.
Well, I mean, he's actually over in the Emirates, right?
Yeah, and
right.
he's or is it Saudi? Somewhere there.
Somewhere there.
In that area.
Somewhere on that side.
And he's basically trapped in a room with a gamer headset and iPad. That's all he has. And the quality of stuff coming out from him is just like, I would have given up a long time ago. I definitely would have. I would have probably used my guitar to like build a raft or something and come home. But like he just kept going. And so we did quarantine sessions to include Steampunk as well. We have one coming out just now.
Serious?
Yeah, another one that I'd recorded a while ago with them. But we've been backlogged because of the GSD project and because of a couple other things.
So you've just been stuck in studio forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's rough. And so Steampunk was involved in quarantine sessions as well. And yeah, that's been a lot of fun. It's really been. It's kind of hard to say that you're having fun in the middle of a pandemic, but we've been having fun. You have to look on the bright side.
True, that's true. So, what's up, Barry? Yes, Barry. This is Devin Harrypaul from a billion bands. All right, so let me give you a taste of that band, Steampunk. Right, this is Seanos from the band.
Before you send this out, fun fact as well. In the backups, like way in the back, like all the random high notes and stuff, especially on the end, that little instrumental part on the end, that's me.
Okay. Okay.
But everything else is recorded by Sean and Zach.
All right, nice. All right, well let's give you a little taste of this one. This is The Silence from Seanos.
conforming to the night, but we live again. It's not the end.
Yeah, that. And that was Steampunk. Yes, The Silence. Shout out to Shaunos out there in the Emirates right now. Yeah, so while we are trying to connect to our other guest, we're not going to say who it is yet, but while we try to connect to the other guests, we're going to keep it moving. And yeah, so you were telling them about steampunk, right?
Steampunk, yeah.
Yeah. So how did actually no, let people know a little more about the quarantine sessions. How that already came about.
That started when we were just quarantined, and they said stay home if your job is non-essential. And I thought, okay, we're gonna be home, and a lot of people are gonna be home, and a lot of people are panicking, a lot of people are spreading a lot of misinformation and a lot of things. But if there's one thing I know about being home is that because people spend so much time working, so much time out there in school or whatever, there's not a whole lot you could do at home, especially during the day. So it was up to artists like myself and everybody. Kellen definitely took up the reins. Oh my God, Kellen took up the reins.
Yep.
And it was up to us to do what we do best, which is to create content. So it wasn't about, for me, it wasn't about anything other than just doing what I do. And what I do is put out music, I guess, or play music, or just sing constantly. As anyone who has lived anywhere near me could tell you, my neighbor right now...
I was supposed to ask you about that. How do your neighbors deal with that?
I have a neighbor who is a full, let's say, 30 feet away from where... I record stuff for quarantine sessions and stuff, and where I practice and whatnot. 30 feet away, she is inside her house, behind a wall, in an air-conditioned room, and she complains about me. And I do everything plugged in. So I plug in the guitar, I plug in the bass, and well, I do like MIDI keyboard, drums if I have to do drums, or find a backing track online or something. But for the most part, all you hear is just me singing, and apparently I'm loud enough to disturb her because she told the people I live with, there's someone in your yard standing by my window. I'm nowhere near. I'm like 30 feet away, I swear to you. Standing by my window singing at the top of his lungs. And I was like, wow, I'm inside behind my own walls with the windows closed.
Devin, I swear I could hear you from Santa Cruz. Not Santa Cruz. Where is sorry, not Santa Cruz. Valsyn. I can hear you from Valsyn. I swear to God.
I wouldn't doubt that sometimes. There's very little that keeps my voice in. This is my quiet voice, by the way.
I mean, at least they don't call the cops, right?
Well, no, because I don't know why. They should. Yeah. So.
But I think in Trinidad, like in America, they might come, but in Trinidad, they'll be like, so you calling us because somebody's singing.
You know?
All right.
So you should be happy.
There we go, come.
Get free entertainment and whatnot. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm brown, so they'll definitely call cops on me anyway. So.
Yeah, probably, definitely. Outside there, yeah. Outside there, definitely.
It is bad out there, man.
Yeah. But I have this show to get away from that. This is the escape.
Yes, as it should be, and is a very good escape as well. I enjoy this show thoroughly.
And I thank you. I thank everyone who actually enjoys it. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for supporting. Don't forget, you could also support by donating. Go to fundmetnt.com.
Oh, that reminds me. If I could segue slightly.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, by the inspiration of Kellen, actually, and this is true.
Right.
Kellen has inspired me to do something one step further beyond quarantine sessions. I had to stop quarantine sessions because it was taking a toll on my hands. I have some issues with my arm and my wrist and stuff, so I can't play a lot. But so playing like nearly 40 days in a row kind of really took it out of me. But I still wanted to do something. And I was thinking that considering you have so many people out there, there's so many artists, so many musicians, so many people who play all kinds of different things, they can't right now. There's very little outlet, and whatever outlet we do have, which is like on Facebook or YouTube or whatnot, there still isn't much recourse for, getting paid for a gig. So
wow, wow, yes, don't we know that?
yeah, it's rough out there. So Kellen really pioneered this in my mind for Trinidad as it is, because he set out with the most rudimentary idea of, I need to put things out there because this is my job, and it grew into what it is now, which is fantastic, honestly. And I took pattern over that, and myself and Darren Lala, we are currently working on a plan to start what we call the Wolf Den Sessions. Now, the Wolf Den Sessions is supposed to be a showcase where we feature one artist every week or so, depending on how many people we get, as often as we could get, and as much funding as we could get as well. So I've put up my own Fund Me TNT campaign.
Right.
To kickstart this, because it's a bit expensive, when you get into trying to do like a 50-man operation with 2 people. Let's be real. It's not easy. Kellen will tell you none of this is easy.
No, it's not. Trust me.
So we want to kickstart that. So the plan is that we have an interview, just like how Kellen is doing here with me. We have an interview with an artist who has an album out, or who plays a certain type of music, or has his own spin or her spin on a style of music, and talk to them about what they do, how they started, a little bit of history, really get to know them, and then have 1 or 2 songs that they play on the show in the studio. Or if they are afraid of quarantine, non-quarantine things, as well we should be, honestly. We want to do it the same way how we were doing quarantine sessions, where they could record it, we could put the video together for them, that kind of thing, and feature it on the show. So the money we collect from that, we're going to try to do advertising, we're going to try to do a Patreon, we're going to try to do Fund Me TT, all those things, and really get it going. Try to get as much people on board as possible, because ultimately, aside from covering production costs, the important thing that we want to do is to try to give back to the artists, pay them what they're worth. It's very important to pay people what they're worth. And without artists, you all would be so bored over the last 3 months. There would be so many murders. Probably. Or just people who just go insane, or just generally, I don't know, lie down in bed and have their muscles atrophy. I don't know what you do if you're not entertained. I'm constantly entertained. So that's the thing. So we started that. If you look on Fund Me TNT, the same website that Kellen uses to fund this fine show, you could look for Devin Harrypaul. It's the only campaign I have up. You could look for that, and if you feel like you want to give to that, you can. And for every donation over $100, we will send you a high-quality digital copy of the Red Wolf album called The Price of Freedom.
Right.
And it will also, you'll be going towards a good cause here. Aside from that, the music, Red Wolf, The Price of Freedom, is available on some platforms right now. Not all have gone live.
I was now going to ask you about the platforms and also your social media handles.
Social media handles, well, not very many social media handles. I just started Twitter, which is, wow, I don't know what to say about Twitter. But you could find Red Wolf on Facebook. We have a group. You could just join yourself, and you could find all the activities and everything. You could find me, Devin Harrypaul, on Facebook as well, and my own page, Devin Harrypaul. And not sure what other handles we have, but the album was distributed through DistroKid, so it should be available on all platforms. Currently, it's live on Google Play, Deezer, and you could pre-save on Spotify right now.
Right.
And iHeartRadio is also live on iHeartRadio. So if you're on any of those platforms, they are available for streaming. You could go and check it out. And I'll keep you all updated as to when it's available for sale. But if you want to give to Fund Me TNT to the campaign to start the Wolf Den sessions, you will get a free, high-quality digital copy from me if you contribute $100 or more.
All right, that's cool. So, guys, you heard for yourselves, and all you got to do is just follow it. All right, so.